Unpacking Brian Kohbergers' guilty plea App 2.
So, questions. What can we expect from the upcoming sentencing hearing? Will families get a final chance to address him in court? The big thing is going to be the victim's impact statements. Attorneys don't have to argue because there's nothing to decide. A decision has been made with this argument, so it's the victim's family. Some courts allow family members to directly look at and address the defendant, while other courts do not. It'll be interesting to see the parameter, and it'll be interesting to see what they say. I think they should be given a chance to speak about it. I very much do. I really do. But here's the big one. Brian Kohbergers should be given a chance to address the court. For what? In a normal sentencing, they're allowed to make a formal statement. Usually this is to beg for mercy because you're about to be sentenced. In this case, it would be something he wanted to say. Will he speak? Will he say something to the families? At this point right now, he might as well go ahead and be who he is. Because all the evidence that's been put before him, everything, he did it. I don't care who gets offended. It does not matter to me. I have my own opinion. And he has agreed with me too because he's signing documents. Thank you, Brian. Anyway, yeah, so if he want to talk, he can talk, but he might as well speak his truth. Ted Bundy spoke his truth towards the end. I mean, if you're curious to know what drives people to these type of things, it could help avoid further people or identifying them. But he showed signs of sociopath in his younger years anyway. I mean, I'm pretty sure the people that raised him knew someone, right? Anyway, so question: can Kohberger appeal some aspects of his plea? A, he is waiving his right to appeal. So he will live the rest of his life within a prison in Idaho managed by the Department of Corrections. So he doesn't want to appeal. He don't want to fight it no more. Question. Some victims' family members complain about how quickly a plea deal was reached. Does it always happen this quickly in similar cases? A, no, it doesn't happen as quickly. The family members do not live in Boise. They had to conceivably change plans, take off work, and it's 6 hours from Moscow to Boise. That's quite the drive right there. They don't all live in Moscow, but they don't all live in Moscow, but they do not live in Boise. So it's highly unusual. I think it's stunning that when Kohberger was posed the question with their names, did you intentionally, deliberately, and premeditation murder Zaina Kurnoda? And he responded, yes. No emotion at all. Let me go ahead and get a quick, for y'all to see what a sociopath and a psychopath is, okay? So I have something here for y'all. I have the hair. Y'all can see. Let me move out y'all way. Y'all see that? Okay. So I'm going to go quickly brief over this so we can be safer. All right. A sociopath is an outdated, harmful term used to describe someone who's been diagnosed with antisocial personality disorder, ASPD. Sociopath itself isn't a formal diagnosis, but the behaviors it describes are often part of the diagnosis criteria. The most recent edition of the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. They have a lack of empathy for others, disregard for the social norms, act impulsively without considering the consequences. So having a lack of empathy for others is why they can cause physical harm. If anything, they get excited from it. All right. 10 signs of a sociopath. Strong disregard for social norms, laws, or rules at home, at work, in school, and other public areas. Violating the rights of others. Minimizing others' feelings and how they affect other people. Chronic manipulation, gaslighting, denial, and deceit. Difficulty forming healthy relationships. Callous and a lack of remorse. A lack of remorse meaning they don't care. Active impulsively without concern for consequences, attempting to gain power and control through aggression, a tendency towards petty crime, physical violence, or fighting, and substance misuse, okay? Sociopaths can be very difficult and challenging because it is so deep-rooted. Common things with people with sociopaths say: When confronted about their behavior, someone with ASPD may rely on misdirection, sarcasm, lying, or invalidation to achieve their desired outcome. Sometimes this involves making physical threats. Other times it may involve passive aggression. Them sneaky little motherfuckers. Some common phrases people with ASPD use when dealing with conflict. You're the only person who understands me. No one gets me like you do. You're crazy. You're too sensitive. This is when y'all dating their asses. I was just joking. I never said that. I don't have time for this. You're imagining things. You owe me. I'll kill myself if you leave me. Okay? Now, anyone can exhibit these behaviors without ever having ASPD, but someone who has ASPD will exhibit these behaviors consistently and persistently and have difficulty learning from these experiences. Okay? Now, I ain't looking at how to cope with it because I don't got it. I'm warning y'all about it. Now, anyway, this baby girl 411 signing off. Sorry, I'm stuck in the middle of this, but TikTok thing wouldn't let me move, and I did not, so I went and read on it. Y'all have it here. Y'all can refer to all the articles. They are there. But like I said, this is a case that's closed unless he breaks out. Then I'm scared. Okay? Because I was scared when he was not being apprehended, and we didn't know who did it. Because someone that did what he did, Ted Bundy was traveling all around. Honey, there is a murderer out there. I can't remember now. This man had kill buckets all over the United States. Ask me because I know. I studied it, baby. Kill buckets all over the United States. And he had areas where he would, he just knew where he could get his equipment to hurt people. Because, they have certain tools they use and stuff. But anyway, this is Baby Girl 411, me, morbid mind and all. I am going to do White N.W. Melly. I haven't got enough reactions to my advertisement because y'all know I usually put my advertisements out and I gauge about what y'all say if y'all want to see it. But I'm doing it because
Thanks for tuning in.
Child, he needs to be stayed locked up too. He don't need to be free, baby. He right here and him and his friend decide they want to kill their own friend in the car and then get outside the car and shoot in the car and act like that somebody else did it. Try bye. Anyway, Baby Girl 411 sign off. Happy 4th of July to y'all. Turn me on while you're getting yourself ready and enjoy your weekend. Bye. Mwah.